Hi, welcome back to my channel. Antoinette here. I'm here with part 2 of the instalment that I am doing on the chakra spreads, started by Amethyst Ascension, using her For the Love of Spreads deck. She has multiple spreads, as you expect, with it being a deck of spreads based on chakras and energy. And she started this by showing us some of those and doing some spreads with it, which has encouraged me to do the same, because it's about that time, isn't it? We're coming to the end of April into May, where we'd normally do a kind of energy check-in, and this one seems to fit perfectly. So I thought, yep, let's have a go. So I have done part 1, and I decided to do the energy reading spread to give an overall, seeing what's going on with the energy, which has 7 questions, which are based on effectively 1 question per chakra, is the kind of energy around each question, all right? And that was my page 1. And as you can see, because I've taken pictures and I've got pictures of the cards, I get a general gist of what the spread is telling me from what's on my cards. So I haven't felt the need yet to go back and type up. I mean, I will eventually, but it's going to be a really small type up that needs to go with this. And because I'm working on the Note Shelf digital journal, I can only do my text boxes in one direction. I can't change the orientation of them. So I will just make separate text boxes, and then I can move the text up and down, because I can't make shaped ones either. They have to be square or rectangular, and the text just fits directly into that. So yeah, so I've got that one. And today we are on to what will be the starting at the bottom. So we're going to start with the root chakra. So I have preset my pages, and I was just wanting to show you these images. Look how gorgeous they are. There we are. It moves around. It plays a bit strangely on the notepad. So these are just beautiful folk arty type images. And they come from, if I go to plus, Pixabay Illustrations. And then in Pixabay Illustrations here, you can select any of these. Look at all these gorgeous folk arty style ones to layer up into your journal. They're all free, but they've got, look at these. I've got my eye on some of these as well. I want to maybe shove in. But yes, these are the free ones from the Note Shelf section for this journal on a Samsung. But yeah, I just wanted to show you. So I need to just cut that one a second so it's not there. And I need to, because I've run out of pages, so I need to edit some pages. So I need to duplicate that one. So I can add as many more pages into the bottom as possible. So there you go, there's all my duplicated pages. So I've got blank pages. Done. Just go to that one. And I can paste my image, resize it as I feel needed onto the page. So there you go. Let's come back to the bear. So this is one we're on today. So I have ordered the For the Love of Spreads deck from Make Playing Cards. It is on the way, but it's not going to be here in time for any of this. So as I mentioned in my previous one, I screen grabbed where Amethyst showed us the card for the deck, just so I know the positions for the cards when I want to arrange them on screen. So I've done that, because then when it arrives, I can take a picture of the actual card with the writing that's on the bottom of the card for the deck, and I can just have that and make it smaller so it doesn't take up so much. It's not so prominent on my page. It's less space, and I've got more space then to do writing or to play with my cards and move my content around. So that's what I've done so far. So this is going to be a 5 card spread. Completely lost my train of thought then. And I have chosen to use the Stretch Tarot. So this is for fun, so please do join in if you want to. Let us know what decks you're using, how you plan on doing this. Are you using a deck per chakra, any deck in particular? Or, if you want to share what your answers are or what your thoughts are even on the cards that I put up for myself. There's no kind of right or wrong. I'm not going to go too deep, obviously, because as you know, sometimes it gets personal. And we've got 1 card out, 2 cards out. So yeah, you can call that lazy shuffling if you want to, but that's how my cards come out. So here's 1, 2. So let's get 3, 4, and 5, shall we? Three. Oops. God. 4, 5. What's on the bottom of the deck? 5 of Pentacles. Should I put it that way up? Worry. Underlying carriage. Okay, so what have we got? Let's put the cards around so we can see what we've got. Bring it down slightly so you can see. That way you might be able to just about see the keywords at the top of the cards. Oh, interesting. That was upside down. I was just about to turn it around then. I feel like it's something stopped me. It wants to be upside down. For many of you who knows, I don't usually do I don't spend much time on reversals. Right, so let's go. So card number 1. How balanced is my root chakra? We've got 7 of Pentacles. Working on it then. Needs a bit more work. Not quite there. Needs a little bit more work in the grounding aspect. I'm going to take this because it's literally a Pentacles card. Isn't that cool? A Pentacles card has come out for the root chakra, which is about grounding. So we have a materials card, earth element, and the base of my deck is also earth element. That, I think, like those kind of synchronicities, I really enjoy when they pop out in the cards. Although I don't normally have the chance to discuss them, do I, when I'm doing it by myself? Maybe I'll talk to myself, but here I get to talk to you and you hear my brain whittering and whirring as I work my way through my spread. So I do apologise if it's moving at a million miles an hour, but that's just how it works for me. So I feel that that's not bad then. So we need some more work. So we need some work on the grounding element and the root chakra. And we've got that kind of earthy tone in the card as well, which you would expect being an earth card. But I think that's probably why I picked this deck. It felt that way inclined with all the kind of browns and tea stains in the cards. So number 2, where am I feeling fearful in my life? Six of Swords. Where am I feeling fearful in my life? I don't think that's a hard one, actually. What does the card actually say? It says travel. Okay, all right, yeah, I'll take that. I was thinking more along the essence of guides, like, am I feeling fearful of my guides? Or no, I'm not, but perhaps I am more fearful of travel in kind of two aspects of the sense. So I'm not that keen on airplanes, just due to an experience I encountered. So that does have me a little, gives me a little bit of intrepidation when it comes to contemplating going away. I always have to kind of weigh up that, is this worth it for me? Do I need to do this? But then also with travel, I'm thinking more into the elements of like being grounded, astro travel, protection. So into the airy element. In fact, they're both airy elements, aren't they? Flying and astral protection type things. Because I'm not sure if I do travel. I think I might in my sleep, but it's hard to know because, dreams can be so surreal that sometimes for me it's hard to tell the difference. So that does leave me a little bit kind of wondering, what sort of trouble could I get into if that is the case? So yeah, I suppose there is a little bit of fear in my life with regards to that. But yeah, question is, which one of those is it aiming at, or is it aiming at both? Because the Six of Swords I would usually take as a guide, helping me, encouraging me on which direction I need to move towards. So Okay, question number 3. Why am I fearing this? 8 of Swords upside down. So the right way up, it's, can you read that? Interference. So why am I fearing this? Because we're upside down. I'm guessing because I'm not tethered. Maybe that's what it is. So if I see this as the kind of cords that bind us, so perhaps I'm not tethered. I fear it because I'm not tethered. I don't feel anchored. So maybe that is about traveling in my dreams or in meditation. Perhaps it's more meditation than it is holiday travel. Okay, let's have a look. Number 4, how can I grow through this fear? 8 of Swords, Knight of Swords. Passion. And then we've got that kind of hurrah, go and do it imagery, haven't we? So that's, to me, it's like the gung-ho person, the Knight of Swords, especially moving like that. So he's just, go get it, like do it, just take the action and move, because by staying here you're not going anywhere. So just do it, even if it's backwards. Just move, take the bull by the horns and go. And then how can I become more grounded? And we've got unity with the 2 of Cups. Cups are back in, for anyone who saw my first video. So here we go then. So we've got Cups back. So it's suggesting perhaps I can be more grounded in my approach to my relationships with others. Perhaps this one here, how I view my relationships with others, rather than being, I think some of us, we can be a bit whimsical, can't we, in our expectations of people around us, and idealistic. So perhaps we need to remove all of those things in order to be more understanding of how we're connecting with people around us, and generally like not worrying about the outcomes of those things when we're there. That's where I'm at the moment. That's my brief overview of my spread. So let's get this into the journal. Okay, so I'll just show you. I'm going to put the last card on. So I've got my upside down of my deck. My deck is over here. Here's my cards so far, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to add number 5. So I'm going to go to my plus, photos. 5 is this one. It will appear. I have to take it down to match the size there. There we go. So I can play around with this now if I wanted to. So I could if I didn't want to cover Bear's beautiful face. So I can do that. So we've got a rough layout. So I know what they are because it's roughly the same. And then I've got the pretty pictures all around me. And we have the upside down section of the deck. So I've got everything that I need on my page. And then I've got this space here where I can type. So I could create 2 text boxes, one oblong there to type in, and then I could do a square one there to put my messages in for the cards here. There you go. So that is the Root Chakra spread from Amethyst Ascension. As always, I'll link her video below. I was going to say pages then. I'll link her video below, and then you can pop across and see what she's doing and her gorgeous journals, because she has the most amazing digital journals. She's been doing it for a very long time. That's where, for those who know, that's where I get this journal from. So it's this one, and I've put that on the front, but this is how it comes. So that's your front of your journal. And then you open up onto its blank pages, as you saw on my pages at the bottom. They look like this. So it's just old weathered pages, and then you stick your bits and bobs over it and layer up with what you want to do. So there we are. Okay. And I will see you in the next chakra spread. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.